Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Joe Chapman here, and today we're going to be giving you our NFL Week 1 predictions of the regular season for the 2024 NFL regular season. Football is finally back, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're all going to soak it in together starting on Thursday night. And before we get started here, I want to introduce you to...
I'm Joe as well. So this is my friend Joe, and I'm Joe too, and we are the Joe Trio. I mean, not the Joe... we are the Joes.
That's right. Okay, so let's get started with the Thursday night game. We got the Ravens going to Arrowhead Stadium to play the Kansas City Chiefs. So I remember reading a report. No Hollywood Brown in this game, which is a tough loss for Kansas City going into the opener. They still have the rookie Worthy. They have Kelsey. They have Rashee Rice to throw to. I think that should be enough for Mahomes to work his magic in here and get the Kansas City Chiefs a victory at home by a final score of 23-19 against the Ravens. Joey, what you got?
So, I do have the Ravens winning this one. That playoff game was awful, and that should have been to the Ravens. But I just said to myself, Lamar Jackson, he's still learning. He hasn't gotten to that Super Bowl thing yet. So I'm going to go with the Ravens in this one.
All right, and next up we have the Packers playing the Eagles. This is the Friday game at 3 o'clock. Interesting time and place to have the two teams that are going to be, a couple teams wearing green, or that have wore green in the past. So between the Packers and the Eagles, so again, it's in Brazil. I'm going to be going with the Green Bay Packers. I really like what I saw from Jordan Love last season down the stretch, and I'm really expecting the Packers and Jordan Love to carry a lot of that success into this season and hopefully do it throughout the course of the whole season rather than just half one, because now he's got a mojo going. Give me the Packers in this one. I think they get the win 25-20 over Philly. Joey, what you got?
I got the Eagles because I believe in Jalen Hurts, and I think that he's going to show a lot of responsibility. And I think with Jalen Hurts, I mean, he went to Alabama for 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. And then for his senior year, he went to Oklahoma. So I think this could help him out.
Yeah. All right, but anyways, yeah. Another reason is they have a lot of another reason why I'm also taking the Packers is because I think the corners for the Eagles have a lot of potential, but I want to give them time to get a feel for the game. So that's another reason. Sometimes from college to the NFL, it takes a little bit to get adjusted to the pro style. So next up, we got the Panthers going to New Orleans to play the Saints. So we got a divisional showdown here, and shockingly, I'm going to be going with the Carolina Panthers. I know, I might, a lot of you are already scoffing, and that's okay. It's crazy, how I'm predicting the Panthers to get this win, but I truly believe that, like I said, Bryce, I mean, it's basically a new situation, upgraded offensive line. He's got Deontay Johnson. He's got another receiver and a tight end. There's options now for Bryce, and I'm hoping he does better this year. And I think it could get started this week as I have them beating the Saints 25-22 against Derek Carr.
I think the Saints get this win. I think they win probably 35-14, and I'm believing in the Saints.
All right, next up we got the Vikings going to New York. Well, technically New Jersey, but it's called the New York Giants, so we're calling it New York.
But close, but it's close to New York.
Yeah. So Vikings and Giants. So unfortunately, the Vikings rookie quarterback J.J. McCarthy, I hope he makes a good recovery. Unfortunately, had a season-ending injury, so we won't be seeing him at all this season in 2024. I know on the other side, Daniel Jones, I saw him throw that pick six and another interception against third-string corners. The Giants are at home, however, I mean, and how much better can you really feel about him versus Sam Darnold? Give me the home team, give me the Giants 20-19, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way.
I think the Giants get it done here. I really do. They got, is it Daniel Jones?
on the Giants, yeah.
Or is it Tom DeVito?
Jones.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Jones will get the win here, and I think they'll be victorious.
All right, so next up we got the Cincinnati Bengals. They are playing at home against the New England Patriots. So we just got word for who is starting for the New England Patriots. It is in fact Jacoby Brissett. They don't want to rush Drake May out there. They just want to make sure he's well prepared and he's not going to lose confidence because he's not ready to take on that kind of responsibility. But I think that's going to affect the Patriots' chances, is because I know this contract thing with Ja'Marr Chase, hopefully that gets figured out sooner rather than later. But either way, I think Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Jacoby Brissett. It's also in Cincinnati, so let's say 30-23 in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, Bengals, I think, win. They have a good quarterback, Joe Burrow, and another good wide receiver, Ja'Marr Chase. I think that duo is still going to go on. And I think when they got Ja'Marr Chase, Burrow was a rookie, and the Bengals did horrible in 2020. But in 2021, they came out good, and we played them, and they basically killed us at M&T. Remember that game?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think the Bengals get back on the winning side of things.
So next up, we got the Steelers going to Atlanta to play the Falcons, also known as the Arthur Smith Bowl. So in case you didn't already know, so the Steelers hired Arthur Smith as their new offensive coordinator for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and he used to be the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, and now Arthur Smith is on the other side of things as he is now traveling to Atlanta to play against his former team, at least like help the Steelers coach versus his former team is what I'm trying to say. He really didn't do a whole lot to Atlanta, and I think Atlanta is going to take that personally. They're going to take all their anger out on Arthur Smith in this game, and I think the Atlanta Falcons will get the win at home. I'm going to say 27-15.
I think, the Falcons, too. They got a new quarterback. They got, his name is Kirk Cousins, and Captain Kurt, and I think they get it done here.
All right, and then next up we got the Houston Texans going to Indianapolis to play the Colts, so it looks like it's going to be C.J. Stroud versus Anthony Richardson. I'm going to be going with the former Offensive Rookie of the Year in this one, and C.J. Stroud. I just think with Anthony Richardson coming back from a brutal shoulder season-ending injury, unfortunately, that happened last season, Week 5, it's going to take time to get a feel for the things, and I want to see him play a little more before I feel comfortable constantly picking the Colts. So give me the Texans. I saw more Stroud. I like what I saw from Stroud in his rookie year, winning that award. So I just kind of get a more feel over him versus AR. And I think for a score prediction, I'm going to be going with 21-19. I think it's going to be close. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes either way, but that's just how I'm feeling. Joey?
I'm feeling the Colts. I think they have a new quarterback, and I think they get it done here. I think they have Flacco now, and I think maybe they'll get a win here.
All right, so next up we got the Arizona Cardinals playing the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to be taking the Buffalo Bills in this one. So listen, if Josh Allen is the type of player many believe him to be, I'm one of those people. They call him the Winter Soldier, JA-17, or everyone to call him. I understand it's still September, so it's not it's not going to be too cold and like snowy. It's not going to be one of those games, but I think Josh Allen is absolutely capable of giving the Bills a win at home against the Arizona Cardinals, and I'm going to say 33-17 for my score prediction.
I think the Bills get done here. I think because Cardinals are an awful team this year. They've been really not good as well. So I think the Bills get a win here.
Next up, we got the Chicago Bears, who are playing at home versus the Tennessee Titans. I think, now I'm not used to picking rookies week 1, so I'm trying to proceed with caution. I'm trying to temper expectations, but I think that this is literally like the perfect game for Caleb Williams to like potentially set a tone against the Tennessee Titans. Like I said, like I don't have a lot of confidence in them like long term because I want to see it like first over time, but they should be able to win this game against the Tennessee Titans at home. They got the crowd on their side, and I think they'll be motivated. So let's go 24-17.
We'll go Bears. We're going 31-10 for Bears.
Okay. All right, next up we got the Miami Dolphins at home versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got a little Florida Bowl action going here down in the Sunshine State. I'm going with the Miami Dolphins. I think they get the win. I'm going to say 40-23.
Yeah, Dolphins 100%. Dolphins. Miami is going to win, and that's the best place to be.
All right.
Maybe not. or what's the thing called 305? Have you heard of that? No, never mind about that, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, let's go Dolphins.
All right, and next up we got the Broncos at Seahawks. This one is in Seattle. So Bo Nix is going to make his NFL debut versus Geno Smith and the Seattle Seahawks. I have written my prediction down as Broncos, but the more I think about it, I'm actually leaning towards the Seahawks now at this point. I just think it's going to take Nix a little bit of time to get there. But I wouldn't be surprised if he takes this game, but it seems a little too aggressive on the road against Seattle. But I'd love to be proven wrong, Mr. Nix. Use this as motivation to prove me wrong, by the way. But in the meantime, I got Seahawks 29-25.
I think the Broncos get it done. I think they have a new quarterback. They have two good quarterbacks. They got Zach Wilson and Bo Nix. Maybe that can be a duo for the Broncos.
All right, next up we got the Chargers, who are at home versus the Raiders. Another divisional showdown. So we got a few divisional showdowns in this game. I am, however, going to take the Chargers against the winning against the Raiders. The Raiders, in my opinion, I don't think they're going to be a very good football team this year. They passed on a quarterback. I mean, I like Gardner as a person, but as a player, I just feel like his ceiling is a little limited, and I feel like Justin Herbert's got a cannon for an arm, and he'll find a way to get the victory with Jim Harbaugh now as the head coach. 21-20.
Electricity Chargers, man.
I'm going to say 21-13. All right, sorry.
The Electricity Chargers. I tell you, I think the Chargers get it done.
What's your score prediction?
24-10 or 17.
All right. So next up, we got the Cowboys, who are playing the Cleveland Browns. This game is in Cleveland. I'm going to be going with the Dallas Cowboys in this one. I know both defenses are electric. You can argue maybe the Browns is a little more electric on defense, but the biggest difference for me is the Browns have question marks at quarterback. They were doing well with Flacco down the stretch, but now they're back where they started with Watson again, and I think Prescott is better than Watson personally, so they just paid CeeDee Lamb. They're going to get Prescott figured out at some point. Give me the Cowboys in this one. I think they get the win. I'm going to say I think it's going to be tight. 23-20. And
I think Prescott is 0-1. I mean, Prescott is 1-0 against Deshaun Watson, I think. Because I think in 2016 they played each other, and I think the Texans lost big, I think. So I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
All right, next up we got the Commanders playing the Buccaneers. This game is in Tampa Bay. Baker against JD5. Jaden Daniels, where's number 5? To make that make sense, so I'm going to be taking the Buccaneers in this one. I'm not too optimistic about the Buccaneers throughout the season, but I think they win this game. I want Jaden Daniels to have a good, solid, healthy season. I'm hoping he can learn to slide and do it safely at an NFL level to prevent taking on those hits like that, because these NFL defenders are no joke. I really want to see that. In the meantime, give me the Buccaneers. I think they win 25-17.
Yep, give me the Buccaneers. I think they'll get it done, and I think they'll maybe beat them 24-0.
Next up, we got the Detroit Lions playing the Los Angeles Rams. This one's the Sunday night game. For the Lions, it looks like Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta are good to go. Those are players you would like to have if you're the Detroit Lions on offense. It certainly helps to have playmakers like that. And like I said, the Rams losing Aaron Donald in retirement, how much longer can Stafford play? This is enough to convince me that the Lions will get the win in Detroit, and I think they do so. Let's say 31-23.
Yeah, I got the Lions. I think it's going to be like 31 to like 26 or something. So I think at first when they traded Goff and Stafford, at first I thought it was kind of a bad idea, because I thought because the Lions were going to stink and the Rams are going to be good, which did happen. But the next year, the Rams started stinking and the Lions started being a good team. And in the last year, it happened again where the Lions were good, but the Rams weren't. So I think Lions get this done.
All right, and then we got the New York Jets going to San Francisco to play the 49ers. And I think for the New York Jets, with Aaron Rodgers' first game return, I think we should temper expectations a little bit. The hope is that he'll make it through more than 4 snaps this time. So let's say, okay, so the expectation is that the 49ers will get this win 33-26, and then the more Aaron Rodgers gets playing time on his belt, the better him and the New York Jets will look going forward into the season. That's just what I'm thinking.
This could be a sneaky win for the Jets, but I'm still going to the 49ers because I think they'll get it done with the Jets, and I think the 49ers get this win.
All right, let us know who you think is going to win some of these games in person, not in the comment section, because they are disabled. Until next time, peace out, y'all.
Yeah.